So let's look at another story. This caught my eye over the last couple of days, not full of holiday cheer. As the year comes to a close, Gallup's latest monthly survey finds that only 19% of Americans believe that the country is heading in the right direction. When broken down by party, the survey shows Democrats' satisfaction with the direction of the country fell 17 points between October and December, from 47% to 30%. That might have the election to do with that one. On the Republican side, though, GOP satisfaction rose to 16% from October to November following the election, but it's fallen back down again to 9%. David Ignatius, as Americans look not just at their own role around the world, but at the state of their own country, we get to the end of 2024, whatever the Trump administration looks like it's going to bring in, with not very many people having terribly high expectations.
So, Katie, I felt after the election that although the country was fairly evenly split, Trump did better than expected, but it was a thin majority overall. The one thing on which there was overwhelming consensus in the United States, Republicans and Democrats across age groups, is that the country's heading in the wrong direction, that people are fundamentally dissatisfied, and as you said earlier, pessimistic about where the United States is heading. And I think that's the challenge that Joe Biden wanted to meet. That trend was already visible in 2020 when he was elected, but he couldn't. He couldn't find a way to take that desire for change and make it his theme. Donald Trump is the change candidate as he heads toward inauguration. But will he be able to satisfy this feeling? We're going in the wrong direction. Our country isn't as strong as it has been. But I think the poll that you cited, Katie, illuminates what's really the most interesting fact about American politics today, which is beyond all our divisions, we're united on this one thing. The country is heading down, and people are unhappy about it.
Trends troubling for any incumbent. We see that certainly around the globe, and most particularly here at home. Associate editor for the Washington Post, David Ignatius. Thank you, David. And co-host of The Weekend on MSNBC, Symone Sanders Townsend. Thank you, Symone. We appreciate both of you. So